your girl, guys. Yes, baby. Oh my God, wow, tongue tied. I'm back. I haven't went live for you guys in a while because I was really divinely guided not to. And yesterday I got the drop that I could at least do a video because I listened to spirit. Okay, so energy to energy. If it resonates, happy Taco Tuesday, Tequila Tuesday, whatever your vice is, trusting Tuesday. But hit that notification button down below so you're notified when I post my videos. Okay, like every time I do tarot, I get extremely hot. It's so crazy. It's so crazy how it like changes the energy level. So I'll wait for some of you guys to get in here. 562 is a significant number. 562. It's also, I just feel like that's like I feel like that's an abundant number too. So email me sunshinegoddess333@gmail.com. For your readings and stuff. September 1st, all the readings the readings are $75 for a reading, regular on the phone, $88 for FaceTime reading, $120 for emergency readings, $55 for 15-minute readings, and $55 for a picture reading. So I'll just do like a it's look at the bottom, guys. All the information's in the description box down below. Okay, so I'm just going through an ascension, and I'm allowing God to use me how he needs me to be used. And I feel like what's happening is the more I ascend, the more he changes the messages I bring to my platform. So it's almost like, all right, spirits, so I have these people waiting for me. I'm ready to give a message, but it's like God told me that I need to work on you for a second. You know what I'm saying? I need to work through you. I need to do some things in your life so you can go back to doing what you need to do. Okay, so at first I thought something was wrong, but then I started realizing, because I get kind of anxious when I don't do my readings in YouTube, and the divine was trying to show me you still are on track, because I would get downloads and they would still correlate with other readers and things, that I see across the board on the day. Even my own synchronicities that I would see 444 right there, so sometimes during the journey you are guided to wait, stay still, hold up, wait a minute, and let God put some work, let God put his work up in it. So I really feel like it's getting ready. We're changing seasons, so trees don't grieve over dead leaves. Like, it's all, and we're coming to such an abundant season now. I wasn't able to put 1010 down, but super huge confirmation number if you're seeing 1010. And then, that means one cycle is closing, one cycle is opening. And then I was guided to the Bible verse, John 10:10. But hold up, because last night I was guided to the Bible verse Deuteronomy 8, and that's all about being abundant. It's all about because you were obedient, because you followed the journey, and I feel like somebody watches you that, is seeing the fruits of your labor. Remember, good trees produce good fruits. At some point, I feel like somebody was expecting you to produce these bad fruits, but you continuously being who you were and operating in a divine energy, that they were kind of confused as to how come this tree has not produced a rotten fruit, or at that, not only are you a very fruitful tree, but you don't allow, people can come admire your tree, but it's no taking of the apples, and no, it's a lot of admiring. So a lot of people are admiring for your strength, your adversity, a lot of the things that you're going through or have went through. There are people that are actually preying on your downfall, hoping that you just don't make it. And God is getting ready to show them how, it may form, but it won't prosper. You can wish on someone's downfall and turn around, and they'll win right in exact place that you thought that they weren't winning in. So it's a lot of weird energy. It's a lot of revealing. The Holy Spirit's revealing to people, places, who's for them, who's not for them. Anything that comes with chaos or confusion isn't sent from the divine, and we need to be able to filter those things out. Like, it's so far in the journey that we know Sometimes God will give us confusion or chaos to just test us, our abilities and where we are, because if we still haven't passed that one level or that thing that he's trying to help us overcome, it's no way we can move to the next level of our life. And you wonder why, and this morning, and I was like, well, why do I keep and reference too. So why do you keep attracting the same type of, me and talking to spirit in reference to not just my own personal life, but what causes people to attract the same spirit, but in the different bodies? And the answer that I got was because they ignore the red flag. And it's just such a simple thing as, if you know that something doesn't sit right with your soul, if you know that a person's not good for you, yes, sometimes we're blinded by, but we have a good time, but I love them, but they're my family, but I have to work with them. But God's already showed you before. It's like, we go so off on the tangent of, and I just have to step to the side, ladies, to advocate for the guys real quick, but we always say, oh, they're doing this and I did this and I did that for them, but who asked you to do those things? And you're saying, oh, you can do all these things for a man and you not appreciate it. Yes, but were you loving that man the way that you wanted to love him, instead of loving him the way that he asked to be loved? And then you put the blame and there's finger pointing, and now he's thinking, I'm such a bad person because I didn't ask for this. Okay. So again, that was a big download that I had got yesterday, is, stop giving people more of what they don't already appreciate. They are who they showed you. Now, there's supernatural miracles and supernatural powers from the divine that, yes, people can change because they choose to, but also because they're allowing God to work through them in the journey. And that's the energy that I was picking up, is this person's allowing, see, their heart chakra is already open. So they're allowing God, the divine, the most high, to work through them in their heart chakra. So when they're in that energy and they stay there, remember, because they say, now I am not, I'm on fire for God. I really stand strong in my walk with God, but I use a Bible as a divination tool, right? Just like I use my tarot cards. It's all divination tools, and I usually use a Bible as a cross reference to whatever message I'm trying to portray, or whatever messages that they give me to give you guys. And it's almost feeling like, if you've been here at the beginning of my channel, it wasn't about tarot cards, and I'm like, Spirit, so you changing me from a tarot card, someone that can read tarot cards, but Spirit's like, I use a tarot card to get you where you need to be. It's time to, branch off of them a little bit. So instead of using a lot of tarot cards, I did decide to just start using more Bible verses. But listen, those that know the Holy Spirit will hear his voice. Okay. So if you think, I'm like not here to tell you every single day that someone loves you when they're going to be back in your life. No, I'm more of I need you to work on yourself so you can have this relationship back in your life. I'm more of, come on, we're on this journey together. Let me show you and help guide you, the steps to take, because your ultimate end goal is to be in that relationship with that person. But you can't be in that relationship with that person if you don't start to identify the things that you need to heal and fix within you. Because when you heal everyone around you. Remember, when you heal, you peel. So you may heal and people around you may not know you or identify or even as far as aligning with you, because your beliefs, your core values, everything has changed. And when you're really in the 5D, where things you used to do, where you're like, whatever, I can't get caught for this, or, you change those things, because although you may not get caught, but behind that closed door, what you've done. Okay, so I really feel like it's almost like conscious awareness, almost like Christ conscious, like a huge elevation, going through a huge elevation. Now, my kid's first day of school, I'm a 4-time veteran mom at that school. So all 4 of my kids went to the same elementary school. The day my son went back to kindergarten, and feathers are really important. The day my son went to kindergarten, in the morning, I've been finding feathers a lot. My kids know that, like, feathers is my thing, and I find them everywhere and the weirdest places and locations. And you're like, yeah, but birds are everywhere. I get it, but the way I find them, and what goes around, what's happening around me. 4 times mom at the school. My son walks up to the first day of school and look what's on the ground. for feathers. I just thought that was very significant to the journey of us being in school and the journey of a brand new start. So feathers might be really significant when the divine's trying to connect with you and say, listen, I see you. All right. I see your changes in life. I see that you're trying to send. I'm here to let you know that what you're doing is a good job. Sometimes you don't need to hear from other people. Sometimes you just get that confirmation from God that you're exactly where you need to be. So if you see feathers a lot, and then you have different colors of feathers. Now, brown and white feathers are neutrality. Neutral. It's almost like you're in a neutral energy. Of course, I had the first day of school jitters. I'm sure my kids kind of did too. It's a new routine. It's something, the message. So I'll just wait for some of you guys to get back in here. Hopefully get back in here. But we were talking about feathers though. Feathers and how, so last night I had my sneakers that I wore on Saturday night to a bike party. Then last night I was like cleaning up my floor and stuff, straightening my shoes up, and I found a black feather in my shoe. I don't even know how it got in there. I'm like, how do I not know there's a feather in my shoe? So feathers are very, very important. Again, when you are in a season where you're kind of like unsure or not know what's going on, that's just a divine's way of telling you that everything's going to be okay. Like, they always make sure that you're going to be okay. And that's what I like about this journey, is God always makes sure to let you know that you're going to be okay, and in the end, if it's not okay, it's still okay. And sometimes we have to be okay with being uncomfortable, and sometimes we have to be okay with not being okay, and be faithful. That's a big part of my journey, is being faithful. And it's almost like believing what your eyes can't see and your hands can't touch, but knowing wholeheartedly it's something that's for you. Like, if God gave you the confirmation, it's sometimes you have to wait too, and you're like, are you serious, Spirit? Like, you got me, like, why do I have to wait? Or it's because that anxious energy is there to deter you off your path, to say, you know what, forget it. I'm not gonna I'm gonna go do what's best comfortable for me. I'm gonna feed my flesh. I'm gonna go do something I know that after I do it, it's gonna make me feel something. So I feel like it's a big change with people in that energy as well. Because listen, it's two great awakenings, two great ones. It's either they've awoken around 2020, 2021, right? Or they've awoken in 23, 24. Mass collective awakenings. If you notice how many more people are starting to love themselves, but don't get wrapped up in a trend. If spirituality is not for you, if spirituality is something that you don't want to follow, don't do it, because it's not for the faint heart, because your whole life changes around. Everything crumbles because God needs you to show him that when everything crumbles, you're going to be faithful to me. And in that moment, when everything crumbles and you start moving in an energy that's like not in a purity or integrity, is you're staying in that loop and that repetitious cycle of things happening over and over again, where you're like, why can't I get out of this rut? Because you're not learning the lesson. And if you can't appreciate something that you already have, the divine's not going to give you what it's like. You don't appreciate what you have in front of you. Why am I going to bless you with more? And I feel like a lot of people have a hard time with that concept of, but why can't I have this, or why can't I have that? Because you don't appreciate what you already have. And then you have some people where, they're not going to settle for anything unless it's exactly what they want. So it all depends on your journey and where you are, and what you want, and achieving, and also putting the work in. Like, yes, God wants to reward us, and he rewards the stubborn heart, but what are you doing to achieve what you want? Are you being faithful to your journey? Are you being faithful to what you want? Are you honoring your wants, needs, and desires? Are you like putting yourself first? Half of the battle is putting yourself first. And you're like, well, I have kids and everything, but how can you be there for the kids? Look at a yellow butterfly. How can you be there for your friends and family if you don't put yourself first? So it's a lot of ascension energy. It's a lot of confirmation from the divine that, like, I'm here for you. I'm here to be with you. And once someone's heart chakra is open, it's as much as I research and read, once someone's heart chakra is open, it kind of stays like that forever. So the love is there. That's what, Spirit always says, the love is there. And those that love know God. And I'm not saying that if you don't love, you don't know God, but you start to operate in a different energy, and your life becomes just really different. So So the new moon blessing that I got, and I couldn't even believe it. Like, I was shocked, and I just was guided to it. And shout out to those. Listen, I did a new moon ritual, but those that know and been here, they knew. They just sent their blessings in, and it is because, and I love that. And I love that there's one particular person, soul family member, that he has since February 2023 joined my money manifestation. And when I tell you guys every week, shout out to him. Okay, shout out to those that send donations to the channel. Like, you guys, those are so greatly appreciated. If you sent $1 to the channel, I need you to inbox me. I need you to email me, because that one time I did the ask for you guys to send me $1, I'm gonna give you a reading for free. So if you sent the $1 when I asked, so that's over. I just wanted to see where I was at. And the Holy Spirit had me do that, and I was like, what? But and again, that's my own personal season of learning to not feel humility when I need help. Okay, so humility is being your best self when you can, and two are better than one, for to help each other succeed. So shout out to those that still follow the manifestations. So a soul family member, he always joined my manifestations, and he always sends me blessings, because he always wins or wins a lotto. He always says he wins a lotto, but he's been constant. So make sure your prayer life with God is constant. Like, make sure you pray to God when things are going good. Make sure you pray to God when things are going bad too. But don't, because God gets jealous. It's like, oh, you only needed me when you were down, and now you're up. It's like you kind of forget about me. And that's another reason too why sometimes God doesn't give us things we want, because he doesn't want you to go off your path of your journey. He wants you to stay exactly where you are, so he can finish working through you, and for you to appreciate what you have, and for you able to move forward. So the Bible verse that I found last night, it's a really, really long Bible verse, and I think I grabbed the wrong one. But if you guys want to read it, it's really about your wisdom growing, and that you're being blessed with divine abundance. And that's what this reading is really about, because where your love is, your abundance. And it's almost like a feeling of something really big is going to happen, but it's so faded that it's like you won't see it coming. You won't know you earned it, and you deserve it. Okay, so it's almost like the divine wants to bless you, but you may be feeling like, I'm never going to get this blessing, or whatever the case this thing may be, but you are, and you will. Okay, so John 10:10, I'm just going to read the first the one Bible verse, John 10:10. That's your confirmation number as well, and then we'll pull some cards. And I apologize, guys, that my thing cut off, but it does what it does. And those that are here with me are here, right? Because after when I take a break, there's a dragonfly that signifies your information. Sometimes people don't hear what they want to hear, right? And I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to guide you and give you the divine wisdom and knowledge that I acquire for the collective. But everything that you want is here. Okay, I promise you guys that. And I'm not a promiser, but God is. So everything that you want is here. Okay, so John 10:10, and reference 2. Okay, the thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I came that you may have life, and have it abundantly. I am a good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. Okay, so those who know my voice, okay, that's another Bible verse of those that know the Holy Spirit voice knows that, we don't know when, listen, I live in New Haven, Connecticut, okay? If you guys know globally, or even, in the United States, Fat Man Scoop died downtown on our green in New Haven, in Hamden, on the green, doing a performance. Okay, 5 days before that, I told my city, I put it on my Facebook, but no one believed in Noah until it started raining. And stop. Don't go around convincing people that you're spiritual, because you don't need to. Your energy will introduce you when you walk in the room. And that's what I'm feeling like. It's like a second resurrection. It's like Spirit put me right back in the beginning of Sunshine Goddess, and Sunshine Goddess birthday's In a couple of days, she's going to be 4 years old. But put me to start from the bottom. Now we're here. Sometimes you have to go back to where you started because you're starting from experience, right? And you're not starting from scratch. But what I was saying about the Fat Man Scoop thing is I posted on my Facebook, listen, our town has a city of premature death over it, okay? Every time you turn around, someone's passing away. Listen, there's a lot of history here, okay? Coming to collect. The Amistad came here, so it's a lot of history in that. It's just a lot of, the whole downtown green is a burial ground. Okay, I can't even drive through downtown sometimes at night without feeling queasy because there's so much darkness lurking in my city. Okay, so when I said to everyone, there's a spirit of premature death in our city, God gave them a witness, a public witness of a premature, of the death of the spirit of premature death. Nobody knew that this man was going to pass away. That man probably didn't even know that he was going to pass away. But the fact that God's children can hear him. Okay, so when someone's talking to you and they're talking from the higher self and you're saying, oh, what you gave me goosebumps, it's because you're connecting with them on a soul level. Their spirit inside of them identifies with the spirit inside of you. So that's where goosebumps are super confirmation, the feeling you get. Okay, sometimes when people they have hidden entities or demonic energies inside around them or in them, when you're around them, it looks like they look so surprised. Now to them, they don't feel like they look surprised, but their eyes are kind of wide open. It's because they're caught. It's because when you catch out demonic entities and dark entities that latch onto people, it's like they're standing behind a curtain and their shoes are like, we can see your shoes. And once you identify that spirit, they want to flee. That's why darkness and light can't reside in the same place. That's why when you and you guys know I like to keep a lot of things that you see and deal with on a daily basis off of our platform, because this is a really, really safe place for us. But in prayer, we had something go viral yesterday. Somebody was in prayer and during the prayer, this person, they couldn't sit still because their body wasn't open to receiving the Holy Spirit. Okay, so if you know, you know. I don't like to be in that stuff, but again, so that's why some people can't stand you and they're irritated by you and you don't know why, and you don't know, you haven't done anything, but it's more of like, what's in you that is your light is driving their darkness out, and they can't stand it. It's something that they can't stand, and you will deal with that the more you ascend in your life. You will feel it. You know what I'm saying? You will feel it and you will know, and your job is to stand in your truth, stand in your light, stand in your power, and don't back down. Okay, so energy is energy. If it resonates. Illuminated to the idea that love does exist. Illuminated to the idea that, I just feel like too, an energy that I pick up is that this person, that we're speaking of, this energy that I pulled up, animal control, wild animals, they feel as though they'll never have enough. And I do feel like this person, when you're not in their life around them, they don't feel as abundant as they do when you are there. So it's almost like it's giving me like flicking a light energy. Like you're around them, their life's going good, or, and their energy. And then when you're not, it's almost like if everything goes quiet, it's done. And I feel like this person's starting to learn to love. But those that love know God, So again, I feel like this person's been really hurt in the past, and they're very guarded. They're very guarded. If they went to third-party situations, I really feel like they know that the problem here, what I feel with this person is they've got the confirmation that indeed you're a divine counterpart, kingdom spouse, but it's like they don't know how to move into it, and first they're like, oh, it's first they go through the motions of I don't want a relationship, or I can't do it, or it's too much, or I can't focus on it, or then they go to, I don't have enough money, I won't be able to make this work. But then it's like they still revolve back to you. So it's almost like if you constantly think about someone all the time, you're meant to be with them. If you constantly, now there could be soul ties where it's just unhealed wound and trauma that you haven't completed the assignment. But we're talking like real life. This person's already envisioned a life with you, but they just can't seem to move into it. And I really feel like they're ready to step in the energy of love. They just want to make sure it's like somebody's ready to give you their whole entire heart, their whole entire being. They're doing it for a risk. They're risking it, but they're also feeling like the risk is a reward. I just feel like they're in an energy where they're like, I don't feel as though I have a lot to lose. And you may be, if you're anything like me, I'm very passionate about what I want, what I do, who I'm with, and how I'm handled. And I feel like their obsession for the passion that you share is igniting the fire in them to come towards you. That's what I feel. And I feel like, this person may think like, all right, I'm going to take a break from them and they're going to go away. And I feel like it doesn't go away. And they're trying their hardest to figure out how to stay, make it work. And also because it's like an energy where you're like, I can't do this. And they're like, no, the divine encourages person. No, you can. And just because they haven't given up is where I feel like the divine is trying to, give them, it's a little bit more easier for them because they haven't given up. Because I'll scream from across the room to my kids, if there's a will, there's a what, and there's a way. So I really feel like this person, I'm just getting it so hot. So I really feel like this person is trying to figure out what the way. And I feel like if they took a step back from you, Cancer energy, now we know Cancers can be crabby and moody. This person gets really moody when you're not around them. They get really, people notice. And you should never let your mood be affected by someone's presence or absence. But it's their inner self, their constant battle within themselves to be with you and come forward to you, because like they don't know what the heck is going on. I bet you this person probably actually thinks that if you are on your spiritual journey and you're like really, and you're into it and you got your crystals and I'm saying, so thank you guys for still being here. 17 in the chat, 11 thumbs up. Live right, do be good by people. That's it. Every time the more I get in depth with my message, the more that why is my phone turning off? I'm not even in the sun. So thank you guys for being here, like, subscribing, and sharing. Trust the universe. Okay, Aquarius energy. Trust your universe with your thoughts, feelings, actions, and mind your thoughts. Okay. Know you are loved. Okay, so are you infinity love? Just know that we are getting ready to go into Libra season. Justice is served. 1212 in the chat. Stay determined on your path. Stay determined. I didn't even give up on y'all. My phone turned off and I said, I'm going to wait. Okay. Full moon, embrace the flow of life, Gemini energy. Okay. So this new moon that just passed, I wasn't guided too much into what it actually is, but this new moon is where your life's changing right before your eyes. Someone's getting ready to give you a love offer. Someone's getting ready to give you an apology as well. Okay, yeah, so lighten up. Remember, don't take life so serious. Okay, possessions pale, achievements pale, but who you are in your heart will last forever. Keep a lasting impression on people. When they meet you, the first time they meet you, and don't introduce a vibe to someone you can't maintain. That's false advertisement. All right, somebody wants to be friends. We can't be friends because I'm still in love with you. See, that's the issue. Look at life partner, top of the deck. This person's in love with you, but you may... I just hope that they don't wait until it's too late, because it's getting me the Leo energy, the lighten up. So something may have happened with you two during Leo season, getting to know you. So that's their plan. It's to come and get to know you better. I think I'm going to do videos for the rest of the day. If this phone turns off one more time. Okay, what do we got? Unclear. This person needs to know, embrace the flow of life. See, the thing that's keeping them away from being with you is they need to know precisely how you feel. So it's very strange that, maybe you don't give as much or let them know how you feel as much, but they know that you're a soulmate. I told you they know, and it's not the right time. So this person, they feel like, this isn't the right time to open up They feel like it may not be the right time to, they don't want to be rejected. That's what energy I feel. Yeah, illusions. Because it's so crazy because they focus on so much of the wrong thing that they're afraid of the right thing. And that's what happens. You know, that's always it happens. Look at past life. I feel like I met you from the past life, body to body, cheek to cheek, soul for a moment. Okay, so again, open for love. This person's, they want you to lighten up. It's almost like they're like, look, I'm sorry for what I've done, how I've acted, the way I've treated you. You know, I know that wasn't right. I do want this happy family life with you. This is what I want. Somebody really, that's what they want. Intuitively guided. Listen, if you're guided not to give up, if Spirit says take a break, you will know when the divine's like, you're done here. You will know. It's just going to be something that overcomes you, and you're going to know that it's over. Okay, judgment. Somebody feels like they're serving judgment. Somebody feels like you taking your energy back is like a punishment for them or something. When you're saying, no, I'm embodying self-love, punish, like it's not my job to punish you. All right, so judgment's all about self-renewal, awakening, renewal, composure. You are like home to them. Home is a place they never knew exists, but they feel like it exists with you. Okay, ongoing battle. Constantly worrying about, am I good enough? Is this good enough? Will I be good? Will I be better? Just unsure. Yeah, with the conflict card. Spirit, clear for this conflict. I feel like this person, you know, they may do things. Okay, so this is what I feel, and I was getting this download the past couple days. This person, if you ask people around them, you may think, okay, you may think that the way this person is just with you, it's personal. No, they're like that with everyone. I feel like there's a person that has a hard time learning from their mistakes. I feel like there's a person that has a hard time having a backbone. I feel like this person has a hard time standing up for themselves and making decisions. And I feel like you were born to this person's life to teach them you've got to stand on business. Because there's lessons in everything we meet. And it's like, maybe you don't budge, or maybe you don't give in, or maybe you don't let them have their fits or temper tantrums or whatever they call it. So when you stand on business, it's making them elevate. Because you standing on business is causing an ego death and pride death within that other person, that the energy within them saying, I'm not going to tolerate all your stuff. You're crap. I don't have to. I don't need to. There's no written laws that say because I love you. And that's what I was saying in my message yesterday before it got cut off, is being with someone isn't tolerating the amount of disrespect, cheating, lying, ghosting. That's not holding someone accountable. Is being a ride or die, just as it is standing, you know, for their BS. So again, because I just feel like nobody keeps this person accountable. How come you could be years gone out of this person's life and they're still doing the same thing? Like, bro, you didn't change in 10 years and you're still doing the same thing. It's because they haven't met anyone that holds them accountable for how they are and what they do. Imagine that someone tries to re-enter your life and you're like, you're the same way from when I left you. It's because they go where it's comfortable and where there's no accountability. So I feel like this person's tired of running from no accountability and ready to make, you know, be more assertive in their relationship connection with you. And, you know, stop always, you know, you may voice how you feel, right? Okay, yeah, I know I like facts over emotion. So you may state a fact. You know, you do these things and they make me feel like this. You know, I don't see them dismissing the way you feel anymore. I feel like they're starting to understand that on an emotional level, dismissing how you feel or you stating how you feel isn't because you want to fight or conflict. It's because you're trying to get a resolution. And I feel like this person in the past always took your you know, saying, you know, something that you're doing is making me feel this way. It could be totally true, but they took it as more an attack instead of, hey, I love you, can you just fix this so we can stay connected? So that's what I'm saying. Even the energy in my readings, it feels different. And guys, I have to get acclimated to Ascension. It almost like I live two worlds all day. It's sometimes it gets overwhelming because I'm like sunshine goddess and then I'm my regular self, but I'm in the middle of work or I'm doing something. So again, I feel like this person, they're decided, like, you know, they kind of were on the fence about, do they want to follow this divine journey or do they want to stay in this low vibrational, all right, maybe it isn't low vibrational, but the way I'm feeling it is that they don't, you know, being on the path of love, light feels better than just not spiritual birth, then just not. So that's the difference here. Spirit, clarify this judgment energy for me, please. Yeah, look at Knight of Pentacles. And you know, my Ace of Pentacles is the blessing. So I feel like somebody wants to come give you something in return. Again, routine preservation. It's been a long time coming, but I know things are going to change. I feel like if you feel like something about this person's energies change, I feel like sometimes they may revert to their old ways just to see, who asked people to test us, but just to see if you've changed in your response. I know. So slow and steady wins the race is what I hear. Okay, so they want to put the work in for you, for this relationship connection. This person feels like, why wouldn't I? Like, why wouldn't I put the work? You know, it's almost like you've given them the energy, like, this can work. You know, they also question, why are you in their life? You know, they question that a lot. Some people question, well, what do you want from me? And you're like, you. And what does that come with? What are you offering? You know, and maybe what they're offering isn't good enough for you, or you don't want it, or whatever the case may be. But if they don't know, that's another speculation. They're like, well, what if this person asked for me for something that I can't give? And that insecurity energy just sends them like, you know, I'd rather just never mind. I can't do this again. And then they go think that something's better, and it's not. And it doesn't give them the feeling, and they don't feel alive. And maybe they're dealing with someone that's not in the best of vibration, and now they're losing more than they've had in the before. They're like, damn, I'm losing way more now than I did prior to. So awakening to their best self. It feels like it took them a long time to get here, but they're here. Right? So let's be grateful that they're here. All right, Spirit. So clarify this Nine of Swords energy, and this Ten of Swords came out in reverse because escape, pulling yourself together, learning from past hardships, fears. So if you keep saying, oh my God, I'm so afraid to lose my job, or I'm afraid of this and third, it's going to happen. I've been so worried since I started my job, and I don't even know why, that I'm going to lock my keys in my car. I have no idea. That was like fear unlocked yesterday because your girl locked her keys in the car at work. And I said, all these months I worked here, I don't know why that was in my mind. Like, why would I be worried about that, right? But guess what? Yesterday, it happened. Okay, so be careful what you think, and face your fears. And I feel like this person started to face their fears. Like, you know what? The only reason why I have these knives in my back is because I put them there. And then it's pretty obvious that a lot of their losses came from things they've done. And see, I like that this new moon also is helping this person take accountability. That's a big energy here that I love. Spirit, clarify this Five of Wands energy, Empress energy. Taking accountability, moving forward in life. 10-3 is a significant date. Okay, so again, they know they're ready to start over. Be careful about being intimate with this person and pregnancy. A lot of spirit babies are like, sunshine goddess, if you don't let me in. And I was thinking about last night, I said, I love when I'm like 11 out of 13 with calling the genders of the babies, but I know pregnancy energy from a mile away. I could see it all over people before they see it. So again, it's here. So if you don't want kids, but then again, I feel like this person, I think that they want more children. They see you as someone that they want to have more children with, and they may be conflicted if you may want to have children. You know what I'm saying? So Four of Cups. So that's another thing they're wondering, you know, are you going to refuse this offer? Somebody's just worried about you refusing this offer now that they decided to be in this energy of love. It's just like a switch. Like somebody just switched overnight. Page of Pentacles, good news in earthly matters, and they got their finances together too. So again, it's something about this person. They've got a goal and a date. I'm going to do this for this person by then. I'm going to move forward and not be afraid. They've made a final decision, planning. Baby, I've been making plans. If there's a question on my love, you got it. King of Swords energy. They're serious. Yeah, structure, routine, power. They're ready. Strength, discerning. Yeah, this person's moving in with their heart. Even though head over heart's King of Swords, but they know that this person, they know that the truth is that they always want to be with you. They always want to be with you. Spirit, clarify this Hierophant energy. That's the truth. Look at Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. You're what they've always wanted. You're everything I hope for. You're everything I need. Ten of Pentacles. Hierophants, clarifying, and the Ace of Pentacles. They're like, you know what, God, I want this blessing. And I feel like this is energy that you may feel, but you don't know. And you're like, no, but don't doubt it. Don't ever doubt God and what he can do in your life. Ace of Cups energy and Four of Cups energy, they want your friendship. Somebody wants their friendship. It's like they're saying, I want my friend back. Okay, again, with this Ace of Cups, High Priestess, 11-2, significant. They're healing themselves. Somebody wants you to go on vacation with them too. Spirit, clarify this High Priestess energy, healing their self. I love this. Yeah, look at Five of Swords in reverse, peaceful resolution, compromise, ending conflict. They don't want beef with you. Returning travels, moving home. If somebody wants to move back home, 222 is really significant here. Again, somebody wants to move back home or be with you. Again, I'm getting the energy. There's no place like home. You are home, and they're watching you. So mind your manners and what you do. You can't make them jealous. So don't try to make them jealous. If you're out here trying to make your divine counterpart jealous by throwing another man or woman in their face, I'm telling you right now, that's not a good idea. That's not a good idea at all. Okay? Especially if you know that that's someone you really want to be with. Just don't do that. It's like it doesn't help anything. All right, Spirit, let's clarify some more of these energies. All right, let's see what we got here. Archangel messages. But before I do that, let me grab these ones. Do I not have the whole... I don't have the whole deck for that one. All right, Archangel messages it is, and then we'll do the love messages. All right, Archangel messages. Actually, Spirit saying love messages first. Must be love on the brain that got me feeling this way. The more you ascend, let's talk about it. Ascension symptoms, sleeping patterns different, eating patterns different, not being able to stand certain things anymore. Changing your circle, your friends, listen, on this journey, you don't stay the same. So stop trying to stay the same. Nothing stays the same because you're constantly evolving. You're constantly becoming a better person. You're constantly needed in different places and areas in life. It's not where God's going to put you in one place. He will, but then you're going to know when it's time for you to move on to your next assignment. But you have to be faithful in knowing that when God tells you, let's go, you got to get ready to go. You can't just, are you sure we should? You got to go. You got to just get ready to go. Okay, so Spirit saying get ready to go. So I feel like somebody's going to call you and be like, get ready to go. That's what the divine says, get ready to go. Now, how does that mean? I don't think it's a negative light. It's a good light. Okay, laughter. So it's good. It's good. Clarifying laughter. The laughter shared between soulmates warms the spirit in a way no coat could ever. They know that you got them covered. They know that you have their back. It's something about you and your humor. Something they're attracted to you through your humor as well. And this person, I feel like they're serious. Things don't make them like, you make them laugh. Children, okay? Children are a significant factor in your love life. This may signify the desire of someone's inner child needing attention, and or they're healed their inner child, and or children, or they have children and they're trying to figure out, how do I, include my children in including your children in relationships are a big step. That could have been a reason why this person, they love their children, they guard their children, as we all should, as we all do. But, how do I incorporate, how do I bring these two families together? Am I capable of doing that? And if you have children, with other people, how is that going to go? There's a lot of thought into this about moving forward with you in life, but nothing's holding this person back anymore. That's the difference. Before they would, but nothing's holding them back. I keep on falling in and out of love with you. The feeling of falling in love is one of a kind. They know that it's safe to love you. See, they look at you, and if they don't physically look at you, pictures or daydream, they're like, I can't, like, this person's mine. Like, it's almost like they're like, no. And God's like, they're like, no. God's like, it is. Go on. Don't be scared no more. I'm right here with you side by side. I love that they're saying, they're trusting God. I love that. Look at devotion, very trusting. Okay, dedicated partners whose love is unconditional and eternal. That's what the divine's showing them. Like, they're devoted to you, baby. They want you. They want to be with you. This is your person. And they know how much you are devoted to this relationship and this connection. They know you put the work, and they've seen what you've done. They just were afraid because they thought it was their imagination. Just my imagination. Running away with me. No, you're running on your own. Your imagination is showing you what it is. All right. It's a vibe, and that's what they love, okay? Enjoy the good vibes and energy with this person because they're like no other. They can't, but this person, I just think a lot of this big energy with them is that they just can't believe how much of a good person you truly really are. I feel like they think that, you know, it's like I'm a diamond in dirt that ain't been found. You know what I'm saying? Here we are, baby. You found me. You're lucky. How often do people find diamonds on a regular basis? And that's how they view you. Really, in this light, very precious, and everyone can't have access to you, and they like that about you, and everyone can't have you or hold you, and they like that about you too. It's like you're rare, and they know that, and it's been confirmed over and over again. But at some point in the beginning of this connection, everything about you that people said about you was totally opposite of who you really are. And again, I feel like that had a lot to do with it because people were just hating. Hate comes from a man that can't have you, and a woman that can't be you or is in secret competition. I wouldn't know. I don't hate, so I can't tell you exactly why, but I've read and heard, you know. And again, I feel like this person, you've been very patient. That's another thing too. Why the rush? There's no need to rush divine timing. Enjoy the journey because it's worth the wait. Now, the army and military are very significant, but what I feel like that's referencing to is separation, right? This person goes into separation. Now, when somebody goes away to the army, that's separated. It's just they're going away from work. But I feel like this person knew that if they have to go away, if they have to serve some type of prison time, even, the divine's telling me that they know that you would be there by their side. Not because you're stupid, not because you're desperate, because you love them unconditionally. Okay, and I feel like at some point there were so many people chasing this person down and making them feel like the man when they walk through that's just what they're used to. Everybody loves them. Everybody wants to be with them. But the moment you took your energy back and you said, you're not going to treat me like this. You're not going to treat me like this. You're not going to do this. You're not going to say this. You started standing up to them in a loving manner. That is what changed the perspective of this person. You didn't give up on them and you said, I'm going to love you, but I'm going to love you from over here. And when always glitching, you guys still here. I just got to see that you guys are still here. So it's all right. We lost a bunch of people, but we're here, guys. My phone, it turned off again. So let's do some archangel messages, and then I'm out. And then you guys look for, I just updated my phone, so it's weird why I did that. But look out for some regular videos today, okay? So 5 of Gabriel, a challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you, okay? Somebody's ready to come in and give you the gift of a commitment, a physical gift, a financial gift, but you're getting ready to receive something that's going to change your entire life, okay? For Michael, insight that comes from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress, all the things that are stressing you out. If you can't change it, give it to God. If you can't change, people are going to be who they are. Accept them for who they are and move forward, and don't take on so many problems of other people. That's the thing that we always tend to do, is take on other problems of people and try to help them, and stop. If you want to save someone, save yourself. Okay, that way when you save yourself, you can work for God, and then he can lead you to what you want to do. But stop going around working on other people and trying to save them, especially if they're not doing the work. You can't save someone that doesn't want to be saved. Don't save them, they don't want to be saved. That's what I'm saying. Less is more. Okay, I feel like this person's used to people coming into their life trying to buy their love, bend over backwards, do everything they can, and you just come with pure authenticity. It's hard to believe you care, or you're not asking them for something. It's just hard to believe, you know, but good people do exist. All right, last but not least, what do we got here, Spirit? 4 of Ariel, when you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. Again, this person realizing everyone that I'm with, I got to buy something for, or do something for. Nobody, you know, nobody really appreciates me for who I am. Okay, King of Ariel, successful, stable, accomplished, powerful. They're moving into their very high divine power energy. That's what I really love. Your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success, using resources wisely. I love you guys, Sunshine Goddess crew. Thank you for staying with me. I don't know what's going on with this phone, but let me grab a Bible verse and we out. All right, for God is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches. Corinthians 14:33, which we know the love number 143. So I love you guys, Sunshine Goddess crew. Thank you for being here with me. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Keep your head up and heart close to God. And I'll catch you guys on my midday mixer next stream.
whatever comes first. Mwah.